Indeed, we all dream of a world where children all over the world will be judged not for the colors of their skin, but for the content of their personalities. Thank you for that, reminding us of Martin Luther King's statements. And by the way, as you know from the program, we will be bringing the audience into this discussion. So hold your thoughts until we've had a brief Q&A with each of our panelists. I'd like now to turn to my neighbor on the left, Otgoo. We hear from the media and elsewhere about terrible acts of discrimination against homosexuals in some countries, even violence and death. As a human rights defender of lesbians, gays, bisexuals and transgender people, Otgoo, do you ever feel personally threatened or under attack as a human rights defender?
Good morning, everybody. I'm extremely happy, at the same time a little bit nervous to be here. To answer your question, as a human rights defender for the sexuality minorities, the danger is always there. As a matter of fact, 2 days before my departure from Mongolia, me and my friends and my colleagues at the LGBT Center in Mongolia actually had to killing threats. And we just had to enter it because it is what you have to deal with it. And from the beginning, we knew the risks potentially, and consciously or subconsciously, directly or indirectly, it's always there. And my friends wrote me email. There's a lesbian couple who's working with me, and they said their sister visited their place, and she actually meditates, and she actually sensed all those hateful, negative energies in their place. And in my response to your email, I would say now, here in this hall, it's full of positive energies defending human rights. I'll be back home bringing you positive energies for my fellow human rights defenders and also brothers and sisters who are facing discrimination.
A lot of people say that some of this discrimination is because of cultural, religious, traditional differences, and many people think that the values you promote on behalf of the LGBT community can't be applied everywhere because of these differences, traditional, cultural, religious differences. They believe that such values may be valid in certain societies, but not in others. What do you think? What do you say to them?
The general culture and common values we share should be universal. It should not discriminate based on individual and particular cultures, traditions, and customs. One example, when we organized this LGBT Center in Mongolia, the first ever human rights organization defending the LGBT rights, the officials, state registration agency, gave us explanation by saying the name of your NGO, Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual and Transgender Center, has meanings that has conflict with the traditions and customs, and it has potentials to give wrong examples for the youth and adolescents. And this is the example where some officials, some decision makers and policy makers think that certain customs and traditions are against these very basic human rights you are born with, you deserve. But in my opinion, this is very wrong, and this is what we have to fight every single day from